Kennedy song again. Are you ready? Now the thing is still spinning, so hey, I'm live. Look at that, we're live. So you ready? Kennedy song. You should know it by now. K-E-N-N-E-D-Y spells Kennedy. K-E-N-N-E-D-Y spells Kennedy. Treat others with respect. Make every minute count. Always do your best. That's what it's all about. And together we can make our school the greatest place to be. We can do it all as Team Kennedy. Proud to be part of the team. Proud to be Team Kennedy. Proud to be part of the team. Proud to be Team Kennedy. Proud to be part of the team. Proud to be Team Kennedy. Proud to be part of the team. Last time. Proud to be Team Kennedy. Hey, so glad you guys are with us right now. We've got some people in the chat room already. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Liam. Is that you? So good to see you. Hey, guys, I don't have a lot to talk about tonight, but I do have quite a few things that I want to just kind of touch base on, but it should be a pretty short webcast. So first off, I hope you guys are doing great. Week 2 of the Grand Fractions experiment. First week, we gave you 55 slides, and that was kind of big. This week, I think we gave you 82 slides, but a whole bunch of those are instructional videos, so it's not a big deal. And honestly, if you just watch those videos and take your time going through each slide, there's like one question per slide usually. So it's pretty straightforward, and Mr. Flock did a fantastic job with those videos, being able to guide you step by step. Anytime there's a new concept or a new kind of activity, he's going to walk you right through that really carefully. So I do want to touch on a couple of things about Google Classroom. I know there is still a little bit of confusion about, what has to be turned in, how you turn it in, all those sort of things. Even earlier this week, I was talking to a parent, just confirming that you do not have to do both the offline and the online, just one or the other. On Google Classroom, it's going to show a missing assignment for the other one you didn't do. So let's say you did the math online, which I really recommend you do the math online, kiddos. So if you did that one, then next week it's going to show there's a missing assignment. Math offline is missing. It's not anything to worry about because you did the online version. Remember, it's one or the other. You don't have to do both. So if you see a missing assignment, but you did the other version of it, then you're good to go. If you see 2 missing assignments, there's both an offline math and an online math missing, then you're going to want to do one or the other of those. And also something that I've noticed the last 2 weeks, I'm seeing a couple of students, I'm not going to throw any names out there, but I'm seeing a couple of students who are going in on Monday and marking every assignment done. And they haven't necessarily actually completed those assignments. I think there's just that enthusiasm of like being able to say, hey, I got all my work done for the week. Done. But there's no work there. So if I don't see something on that assignment, I can't give you credit for it. I can't score it. There's nothing there. So just wait until you've actually finished the assignment before you click mark as done. Definitely click mark as done, but wait until you've finished the assignment. And if it's an online assignment, then I can go on to whatever website it's connected to, Google Slides or ReadWorks or iReady or whatever it happens to be, and I can see your progress there. So if it's the online version, just click mark as done, and I'll be able to track down your work. But if you're doing the offline version, I need you to do that extra step. Make sure that you either attach a photo or a document, or even just use the comment section in that assignment to tell me what it is you did. So if you did the offline reading, just tell me about what it was. What did you learn from that? This week was all about gardening and planting things, right? So what'd you learn about that? Either take a picture of what you wrote out or make a Google document and add it on there, or just type a little comment in there, a couple of sentences, just telling me what you learned, and that helps me out. But that's one of the reasons, honestly, why doing the online version of things is so much easier, because it's just an extra step you don't have to worry about. But if you do the offline version, you've got to attach something else there so I can see what the student did and I can give him or her credit for it. I think that is all I have to be doing. Oh, one other thing. And I don't think any of you guys are having a problem with this, but I was talking with the other third grade teachers, and we just were agreeing that we want to remind parents that the students should be doing the work. I know that goes without saying, and you guys are amazing, so I'm not trying to make any allegations here or anything, but just, even if a kiddo doesn't fully understand something, if I see that he or she is giving it their best work, effort, and trying and making an effort, then that's great. And they can ask questions and I can give guidance. And I would rather see an imperfect, partially done assignment that shows effort than a perfect one that some wonderful, helpful adult did for them. You know what I'm talking about. So I just want to make sure that we're seeing what the kiddos are doing, because that's how they're going to get prepared for fourth grade. Things are crazy enough as they are. We want to make sure that all of the time we actually have doing this online learning experiment is used for them learning the skills. And the math is especially important for that. A couple of things I want to tell you about. I mentioned yesterday in our meeting class, our Google Meet classes, that I went down to the school on Monday and I bagged up all of the belongings from the students in the classroom. And I know that's a question that has come up the last couple of weeks in the chat here. And so I bagged up everything and labeled the bags. And if you happen to have noticed, Mr. Tell and Mrs. Mold, they put a photograph on the the Class Dojo story for the whole school, for the whole Kennedy Dojo feed. And it shows the gym just filled with plastic bags filled with student belongings. So there is a schedule on Class Dojo. But just to let you know, for third grade, Monday, so this coming Monday, May 4th, is the day for third grade students to go in and get their belongings. And they are being distributed by household. So if you have several, it's a little bit confusing, so I had to read through it a couple times. So let's say you've got 3 different kids. You've got a first grader, you have a third grader, and you have a fifth grader. So the school is asking that you go in at the time for the youngest student that you have. So if the first grader is the youngest student you've got, then go at the first grade time. And if the kindergartner is the youngest student you've got, then go at that time. And all of your kids' belongings can be picked up in that one visit. You don't have to come back several times. So if all you have is an amazing third grader in our class, then you'd be going on Monday, May 4th at 1:30, from 1:30 to 2:30. So I'll just tell you what they are. So Monday, May 4th rather, sorry about that. Kindergarten goes at 9 o'clock in the morning to 10. First grade goes 10:30 to 11:30. Second grade, noon to 1 o'clock. And third grade, 1:30 to 2:30. So it's all listed on the school Class Dojo feed. So if you look there's some great graphics that show you exactly what time to go. But the big idea is if you've got multiple kiddos at Kennedy, then choose whoever the youngest student is and go during their time. And then also, if you aren't able to go on Monday, then Wednesday is the makeup day, Wednesday, a week from today. And there are 3 different sessions during the day. Those are also listed on the dojo site. Also, there is the new Meals on the Move program, and Kennedy is actually a distribution site for that. So if you want to go take advantage of that, then from 11 o'clock until 12:15 every weekday, Monday through Friday, in the Circle Drive there at Kennedy, you are able to go by and get lunch for the day and breakfast for the next day. And it's free for anyone 18 years or under. Even if they're not a Kennedy student, from 18 years and under, they're able to get their meal there. I'm going to pause for just a moment. I'm about to cough, so I'm going to go get a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Just talk amongst yourself, okay? How'd you do? Any good conversations? I hope so. So we are almost done here. If you have any questions whatsoever, this is the time to put them in the chat. Let me see. Cora's mom has a question here. Hi. Oh, it's Cora. Hi, this is Cora. Okay. Hi, Cora. How are you? I'm so glad to hear that. You are there. Good deal. Anybody else? I told you this is going to be short. We're 9 minutes in. We've sung a song. We've talked about everything I had on the schedule to talk about. Meals on the Move, student belongings pickup on Monday, Google Classroom. Yeah, we're going to have more fractions next week, by the way. So I had a comment from a mom saying that her daughter was really struggling with the fractions. She wasn't remembering how to do them. That's totally understandable because, like I think I said before last week, that we had only kind of touched on fractions a little bit through the school year in our morning warm-up work. So we had never really done a full unit on fractions. So last week, that was the first time we really kind of hit it hard. And this week, even more so. And the next week, it'll be about the same, 4 lessons. So it'll be about the same amount of work for next week. But last call here. Anybody else have anything to say? Otherwise, we're going to sing one more song and get out of here. 10 minutes. We're at 9:55 right now. Going. Anything? All right. We're going to sing the song and get out of here then. Thank you so much for giving up part of your time to hang out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope these are helpful. Again, if you have questions through the week, then please be sure to send me a message on those. Crandall? Yes. Loki's about to go out the window. Oh. Sorry, home things happen, right? This is online learning at its best. Our cat, okay, Loki, the demon cat, just knocked the screen out of the window and he was trying to make a jailbreak. So this is what happens during YouTube Live right now. Cosand almost chokes to death. The cat almost escapes. But Crandall got him, and he's kind of like, he's a little bit angry right now. He's totally mad right now. All right, we better go out before some other catastrophe happens. All right, here we go. It's the end of the YouTube stream, but please don't throw a fit. Let's all make like a there we go. Let's all make like a banana and split. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Let's all make like a banana and split. That's it. Hey guys, have a great rest of your week. Please ask me any questions you need to in Dojo, and I'll be as attentive as I possibly can. We're doing great. You're doing great. You're wonderful people. I thank you so much for the encouragement. I've had some really, really positive, supportive notes from parents this past few days. I really appreciate that. It is so wonderful. And I give it right back. You guys are wonderful. God bless you. Have a great rest of your week and a wonderful evening. Bye.